welcome back to my channel where we indulge in all things Janelli. I just want to start off this video with apologizing. I've been away from YouTube for some time, but I have some good reason as to why, and I will basically be talking about this in the video and also explaining my April monthly spread. So first of all, I'm just going to explain my April monthly spread, and from my sketches you can probably tell what anime this is all about. And throughout the rest of this year, I've had an idea to just do anime themed monthlies because I have a really bad problem with not knowing what kind of theme I want to do each month, and it causes a lot of planning, and it causes a lot of issues, and I'm just like, oh my days, I don't know what to do. So I thought the best thing for me to do is to have a theme, which is going to be animes that I've been watching and what I do love to watch, and then kind of make a sort of monthly theme about them. So you'll see what I'm talking about over the next couple of videos. This video will be about my monthly April video, and then I will do the weekly one, and then for May we'll have another one, and so on and so forth. So you get over time. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. These channels all about study videos, bullet journal videos, stuff like that. So if you're enjoying that and you would like to check out some more of my videos, go over to my channel and I'll link some other bullet videos at the top. So more about this April spread. I decided to use anime, so I decided to do One Piece. I've been really enjoying this anime, and I'm not very far in it because I am very busy, which I will get into later on in the video. So I'm just gonna be talking about the monthly right now. So I decided to do One Piece because I really liked the aesthetic that it brought. I really liked the drawing of the ships. I liked the way the characters were drawn. I really liked the old anime style that they use. I know it's quite of an unpopular opinion, but I really do like the old animation that they did in the beginning series of One Piece. So I'm kind of incorporating that into my bullet journal spread. So all the materials I'm using in this video I will put in my description, so check my description. I always have a lot of information and links in there for you to follow me on my social media, like my Instagram, and I promise I'll be more active on there, and I'll also be more active on my actual channel as well. So I just used the Prismacolor pencils throughout just to basically do all my designs on the page. And my bullet journal, as I've mentioned many times doing bullet journal videos, my bullet journal is quite thin paper, so I can't really use watercolors or markers in it. So I just use coloring pencil, and to be honest, it kind of stretches my art and it allows me to use less color and just less buildup of color sometimes. So I do really like that, being the aesthetic of coloring pencil onto my bullet journal. And then I also use fine liners, and I use that to outline, and also use gel pens. So those are the kind of materials that I always use when doing my bullet journal, and I also link to the actual things I use as well in the description, so check that out if you can. So down into the nitty-gritty of why I have not been on YouTube for a while. So the main reason is that I've been really focused on uni. I've been really focused on submitting assignments. I've been really focused on making sure that I have everything together, my evidences. And if you're new to this channel, I'm doing a trainee teacher course here in the UK, and I'm also doing a PGC. So it's a postgraduate award of education. So I have 2 master's modules plus my training to be a teacher, and I'm also training to be a primary school teacher. So we have to learn how to do a lot of subjects. We have to learn how to teach PE, how to teach history, geography, languages, computer science, just a lot of things on top of also English, maths and science. So we have to learn a lot of things, and because of that there's a lot of assignments to complete that are outside my master's assignments, and a lot of things we have to learn, and it's quite rigorous in a sense. And for a long time, because of the pandemic, I wasn't actually in school, but they gave us a lot of assignments to do, so I was kind of catching up on those, trying to finish those, trying to get more focused on my degree. And then we have these master's assignments, and obviously I had master's assignments last semester, and those master's assignments, while I found them quite difficult to do, they weren't as difficult as the ones we're doing currently. And it was a total different subject, which I was more like, I understood way more than this particular subject that I'm doing now for my master's. And I feel like it's much more difficult to understand and do these assignments, because my interests don't really rely on this subject, and also I feel like there wasn't that much help from our lecturers and stuff for this assignment, plus technical difficulties with the uni. And yeah, these are the issues I had. So I've been trying to focus on these assignments, try to finish them, and it's just been really tough to do that while also doing YouTube. And yeah, it's just been really tough. So I'm hopefully gonna stay posting twice a week, if not once a week at least, on YouTube, because I really do love YouTube. I love sharing my bullet journal with you guys. I love sharing my studying with you guys. I love sharing different things of advice. And obviously when I do finish my degree in summertime, I definitely be making a lot of videos about master study, postgraduate study, university, what to expect, how to get into teaching, how to apply for teaching. These kind of videos are definitely coming up, so don't think I'm not filming those. I just want to finish my degree first before I can film those, because it won't be a true representation of my experience until I actually finish it. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe if you want those kind of videos, because they're definitely coming soon. And till then, I'll be doing a lot of study videos, bullet journal videos, and I'm also going to bring a series onto my channel about my business. And if you want to know about planning and stuff for my business, make sure that you also subscribe, because I'm also going to be documenting my business on this channel too, just so I can give some pointers for people who have businesses or are looking to start one. So if you're interested in that kind of video, please subscribe and watch my other videos about, planning and stuff, because I am a very big planner and I'm really into that kind of lifestyle. So if you like that kind of videos, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and be happy about my return. And hopefully this return will last and I will stay here for as long as I can. And if there isn't a video, make sure you follow my Instagram, where I'll also keep you guys updated with what I'm doing. I'm gonna be doing some day in the life on my Instagram, because I just feel like it's probably best to do it there, because there'll be short clips. And I tried to do day in the life for YouTube, but it didn't quite work out because I didn't have enough footage for it, because most of my day in the life, especially now that we're out of lockdown, is going to be different, but still all the same with studying and that kind of thing. So I'll be documenting that on my Instagram, so make sure you go and follow. Thank you so much for the support though, guys, throughout this time. And I'll also be updating you as well on some of the other things later on in this video. So make sure you watch till the end of this video, so I can just give you the lowdown on everything that's been going on. Thank you. Other page, I've decided to draw Luffy and a lot of the other characters that are in One Piece, and you will see when I release my weekly videos and also my post on Instagram why I decided to incorporate these 5 characters and why I like to draw them. So down the side I also wrote the the king of pirates, I'm going to be the king of pirates along the side in Japanese. And I also really like this phrase because I feel like throughout the series, Luffy is really trying to strive to become the king of pirates, and that's what the anime is really about. I haven't got that far in the anime, so don't try to tell me all these different things in the comments, okay? But no spoilers, guys, please, because I haven't got that far. Honestly, I have not, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And I really like this anime. It's just very light-hearted. There's a lot of life lessons, I guess, in this anime as well. And yeah, this is one of the animes that I really wanted to start off my anime theme with, just because it has a lot of characters and I really like the art style, as I've mentioned before. So I first started off using my Black Widow skin tone pencils, and if you watched that video where I've unboxed them, I'll put in the cards above. And these videos, that video basically talks about how I unboxed them and also the different colors that are inside the pack. So make sure you check that video out if you want more information about those skin tone pencils and how I've been using them. So I used them for this anime series, and that's why I bought it, because I was really trying to see how they worked and how to get the right skin tone, because my Prismacolor pencils don't actually have any skin tone colors in them. So I just wanted to try to purchase these and try them out, and so far they've been quite good. So I decided to draw Zoro, Sanji, Usopp, and also Nami and Luffy. And I just used the coloring pencils, the skin tone coloring pencils, Prismacolor pencils, and also my fine liners, my Stabilo fine liners that I use all the time in my bullet journal. And I just used it to give them a good skin tone, also give some good details to the drawing. And I feel like the wax of the skin tone pencils by Black Widow don't really mix well with the Prismacolor's chalky nature. So I think that's why it looks a bit weird, but I think it actually turned out quite nice. And please comment down below what your favorite character is from One Piece, and I'll tell you mine at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Another reason why I've also not been on YouTube is because I'm also applying for some jobs. Obviously, when you finish your academic study, you want to go into a field, and I've just been applying for teaching jobs and also preparing for my final placement. And I feel like when I do my video all about my teacher training experience, you'll hear more about the process of teacher training in the UK, and I'll make some videos about those for people who are curious about that subject. And yeah, it's been a very interesting experience so far, so I'm only hoping for the best. So hope and pray for me, guys, that basically things will go well. I'm just taking my time to just get ready for my final placement and just getting used to the ideas and also lesson planning and a lot of things like that I've been basically practicing while being in lockdown. And I'll also probably go into more detail about that in future videos. But for right now, just know that things are okay, things are good, just preparing for my next placement and just hoping for the best and just continue to do coursework. And yeah, another thing I will say is that when you do a PGC QTS, so you're also having your placement kind of teacher training and you're also doing master study, so level 7 study, I say try to be very precious with your time. Try to basically be really organized with yourself, and also make sure that you are using your time to the best of your ability. And just know that there's a lot of assignments to complete, and also having the QTS and the PGC together can be cause a lot of issues with your priorities and assignments. So that's what I would say, that's the biggest issue and biggest challenge I would say with doing a placement kind of study course and then also doing a university type of thing. So I would say be wary about that. But other than that, it's been a really interesting experience. And if you are getting into teaching, you want to be a teacher, especially primary school teacher, which I can speak on, I would say I recommend it. And yeah, and also if you do your PGC and you get your master's credits, you can go ahead and study a master's, which would mean that you only have to do 1 year instead of 2 years. So that is a very, very good thing to have. And you get a lot of more information about teaching and the background behind certain things with teaching and stuff like that. And it also makes you a better teacher because you're more clued up on certain things like equality. And also you can go into a certain area of teaching as well. Like for instance, I'm doing a master's in science. So those are some things that you can consider when doing teacher training, or whether you want to also do the master's on top of it. So finally, this is how my title page for April basically turned out. So going into my April monthly spread, so now I decided to do a big calendar for my month at a glance part. And I decided to do this because I have a lot of transitions this month. I've got a lot of ending of the Easter holidays, a lot of birthdays, that lockdown eases in London, in England, and also some lectures this month alongside starting my third placement. So I have a lot of different things going on in April. So I just need to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing every single day, or how close I am to the next part of the transition in April. And then next to my big calendar, I decided to draw the devil fruit, which is in One Piece. And this is one of the things as to why certain characters have certain powers, is because they eat this fruit and it gives them magical powers that allow them to be very, very strong. And you know, it allows them to do amazing things in the anime. I'm not going to give away too much, but that's what the reason behind the devil fruit is. And I decided to draw some of them on the side just to snazz up the calendar page because I feel like it looked quite bare. And also I do apologize for my shaky hands when I drew the lines on the calendar. I just didn't want to use ruler. Sometimes the ruler kind of spews the ink all over the page. It just caused a lot of issues, so I just decided to just do it freehand, and it just ended up like this, which, you know, your bullet journal is for you to use. So I just decided to do that, and yeah, I feel like it came out quite nice. So moving on to the next spread, I decided to do my mood tracker. And if you've watched my other bullet journal videos, which I'll also link in the cards, about how I actually do my mood tracker for 2021, and you'll see that in the video when I do my 2021 spread. But for my monthly videos, in my monthly spreads, I really do like to have a recap of each day in my bullet journal. So I really like to write something about that day in my bullet journal rather than actually saying how I felt, if that makes sense, with a color or something like that in a chart. So I just decided to write the numbers, and then I'll write something about that day in that space. And then moving on to my habit tracker, I also did the same font for my title, which is related to One Piece. And then I did my habit tracker where I'll color in the habit of the month. So I've got exercise, my to-do list complete. Oh my gosh, my to-do list complete, and early rises, Bible study, and things like that. So I just tick that off as I go, a color in the square. And then next to it, I just decided to do basically kind of like a sketch of another character in One Piece. And I really like how mischievous this character is, kind of how mysterious they are as well, and the way that they're introduced into One Piece, and you know, the situation around them. I just find it quite mysterious, so I decided to draw them on the side here. also decided to draw Luffy's hat, which was famously given to him by this character. And not to give anything away, but I just really like this hat, so I drew it next to all of the titles after my calendar and my main April page, basically. So lastly, moving on to my recap page. So this is where I'll just basically recap, write a line about what happened that month, just so I can remember what happened in that month and review it at the end of the year.